Why peace? The world will tell you this is what the world needs, this is what the world needs, this is what the world needs. But 7 billion people on the face of this earth are crying out for one thing and one thing alone, and that is peace. And peace is not the absence of war. I travel not because I like to travel. I travel so I can say this. What you're looking for is inside of you, and you should be in peace.
From Rawat has been traveling for 40 years, inspiring people around the world to find peace within.
Buenos dias, shalom, buongiorno, guten tag, bonsoir Montreal. I go and I talk to people, and I present them with the possibility of themselves discover the peace that lies within you. We have relationships in our lives. We have relationships with our children, we have relationships with our wives, with our relatives. And there is something very important to understand about relationships, and that is that you cannot just keep taking and 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 not giving. Because if you just keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, that relationship will collapse. Because a relationship really is about taking and giving. So what happens in this life? With our children, we need to give, we need to take, we like their affection, we like their respect. But at the same time, we have to give that back. And the way I look at relationships, it really is give and take. So anyways, why am I talking about relationships when you have come here to hear about peace? Well, the other day I started thinking about it, and I realized that we have to have a relationship with our lives, our existence. And it better be a meaningful relationship with our existence. Because if we just keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking and taking and giving nothing back, this relationship is going to end up in chaos. So, in our lives, we exist. We take, we take, we take, we take, we take. After all, what is it that we give back to our own existence? What? So, I'm not talking about flowers, and I'm not talking about chocolate, and I'm not talking about cards, and I'm not talking about restaurants, and I'm not talking about walks on the beach. But this is what I am saying, is that this is what we should be giving back to our existence. And that one thing is peace. For all that this existence makes possible for us, could we, as a gift, make available to our existence the gift of peace? And just to imagine how wonderful that would be, and how much it would be appreciated by our existence. Because this drama of existence isn't going to go on forever. It is limited by its nature. Who are you? Very good question. Who are you? Actually, a lot of gas. Oxygen, hydrogen, few minerals, 70% water. But if this is all you see, then you miss the big picture. The big picture is that you are alive, and the biggest picture is that you can feel. You are the vessel in which peace exists. I said before, people are searching for something and they don't know what it is. Because if they knew what they were searching for, they would look no further than themselves. But where do they look? They look everywhere. Everywhere but ever, even suspecting that they are the source of that peace, of that joy, of that understanding. That the thirst for that joy is within them, and the river that can quench that thirst is within them. But they've forgotten. We forget. Why? Because in this fair, this is what it is. This is the fairgrounds, and there's a big fair going on. And everybody is saying, look here, look here, look here, look here, look here. Look at this. And today, I have come to Sydney to tell you, look not there, but look here. That this is where peace is. This is where joy is. This is the place where you feel. You feel. People go, well, I have problems in my life. How big is your problem? You can measure your problem. Do you know that? You can. It's brilliant. You can measure your problem next time. Just go like this. And amazingly enough, all problems are the same length. This is how big your problem is. And it seems enormous, doesn't it? Why? Because you do not know who you are. How many times have you been asked, how are you? Every day, just about, except for Saturdays and Sundays and holidays. How are you? 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 How do you answer how are you? Don't you think you first need to know who you are to be able to appropriately answer that question? Who are you? How are you? So do you know who you are? Because in reality, you are the recipient of the greatest magic that has ever unfolded on the face of this earth. You're the recipient of the greatest miracle. Greatest miracle. If you could understand who you are the most divine of relics there ever could be. How many objectives do you have? You got one journey, one lifetime. How many objectives? How many objectives? Don't forget, it's only one journey. What can you guarantee you can make possible in this existence? Get that done first. It's a matter of priority. That's all it is. It's just where you put the 1 and where you put the 0. That's all. That's all. Put the 0 in front of the 1. 1 stays 1, 0 stays 0. Put the 0 after 1, you get a 10. Put another 0, you get 100. Put another 0, you get 1,000. What is it that you can accomplish, truly accomplish? We achieve only to be outdone by someone else. But what is it that we can achieve? And there is no competition. And it is a guaranteed success. Then I join Kabir in acknowledging that peace is achievable by human being. And when the peace is achieved, it is there for the rest of your life. Everything else will go. Dog, no problem. Cat, they run away anyways. But peace goes wherever you go. Peace is the rain in the desert that brings unimagined possibilities. The seeds that have lied dormant brings them alive. How is that possible? But they wait, and they wait, and they wait for the rains to come. And the nectar from the heavens is what they have been waiting for. The nectar falls, and these seeds respond. And in the barren desert, where you would think not a blade of grass could be, it explodes. The most delicate of the flowers, the beauty unimagined, purple, yellow, red. That seed holds that possibility. The possibility becomes real when the rain comes. Desert is not the issue. Desert is not the issue. It is surprising that even in that desert, that miracle can take place. This is the song that your heart wants to sing. Your heart in your life wants to sing this song, and it is the song of peace for you. Yes, all of this is poetic in a way, but only to those who see this as rather impossible. For those who understand, they see its possibility. What is a miracle? Miracle is when a statue bleeds. That's not a miracle, that's an abnormal situation. That's an anomaly. Miracle is a normal. And here's the miracle. Your symphony began with the coming of this breath, not going, coming of this breath, and your symphony will end on the note of going of this breath, not coming, going of this breath. And what does it bring you? Brings you life. Brings you existence. What is existence? Existence is the place, if you understood, everything is being made possible for you by existence. And the question still remains, what is your relationship with existence? Embrace in your existence the divine that truly is everywhere. Embrace in your life peace. Embrace in your life humanity because you are human. Embrace in your life understanding. Embrace in your life answers. Embrace in your life this joy. Embrace in your life clarity. Because you get so fascinated by doubt. Doubt provides such an impetus to you to start thinking. And all you need is clarity. And you can think about things that you want to think. Thinking is not wrong. It's just, when you think, do you think about things you want to think or things you really don't want to think but are being made to think about? Because if you start thinking about the things you want to think, I know what they are. Because you're no different than me. They are. Thank you. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this life. It's been an incredible ride. And of all the gifts that I can ask for, I want to give my existence the gift of peace, for it is the most noble. For it is the most beautiful. Be still. Be still. You move too much here. Be still. If you want to see the magic, be still. You question everything. Be still, because the answers are coming in the form of this breath. You want to listen to the music, but you move too much. You make too much noise. Be still, and you will listen to the most beautiful music, the music of your heart. There are the realms of questioning. You should question. I'm not saying you shouldn't question. You should question, but make sure you get the answers too. To keep on questioning. Listen, you have seen cooks stirring food. Have you not? Have you seen cooks stirring food? So if you got an empty pot and started stirring, you think you will have something by the end of the day? I don't think so. Because sometimes all you do is see them stirring. You don't see the food, you just see them stirring. So here you took that. That's not it. They're stirring food. There's something in there. We'll first get something in here. And that's understanding. Understanding. Understanding of you. It's all good news. I mean, sorry, but it's all good news. Do you have hope? Of course you have hope. Some people go, but I'm so old. So? By the way, the breath just came into you. How young was that? And this one? This breath just came into you? Was it old? Brand new. Brand new. That's how old you are. That's how old you are. Okay, this is bad, but I can attest to this. In this body, eyes go, ears go, nose goes, tasting goes, legs go, knees go, 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 go. And as you age, I got less and less. But what doesn't ever change? Your ability to enjoy will never change. Even at 100 years, you can enjoy like when you were 2. I have seen this. I have seen this. I have seen in people who couldn't smile because things were wrong, too old, but the eyes just light up. I'm talking about a sweet, sweet reality that surrounds you every day. Embrace it. Be. A little consciousness goes a long ways. Little consciousness can bring you clarity, bring you understanding, bring you joy, and most importantly, peace to this relationship you have with existence. It's a beautiful, wonderful relationship. It is one relationship that is absolutely guaranteed to be there till the end. Do you know that? Till the end. That's the one you gotta cover. You gotta cover that. You gotta make that one right. You gotta make it as beautiful as possible. And if the whole world gets ticked off, fine, but don't turn off your existence. Don't tick that off. It is the realm. It's the romance. The great romance that you can have in your life.